In 1870, a 15-year-old boy from Philadelphia ran away from home. This boy would soon meet and become partners with a seasoned con artist and a 14-year-old street orphan, creating the Old Guard and marking the beginning of the notorious Linde Gang. The gang would eventually have nearly 30 members, stolen over millions of dollars, done countless robberies across the states, and more. However, none of this would have been possible without the Old Guard, whom shaped the values and identity of the gang. To discover exactly how the infamous Old Guard formed, we need to take a trip back 154 years ago to 1870, where it all started. The van der Linde family. The van der Linde family consisted of Dutch, his mother Greta, and his father, who was of Dutch ancestry. Dutch was a lot closer to his father, and they shared a special bond. Dutch's father was a soldier who fought in the American Civil War, but unfortunately, he was killed in a battle in Pennsylvania. This created a deep hatred and vengeance in Dutch towards Southerners.
Think of it as payback for my daddy.
The strained relationship between Dutch and his mother didn't help either, and Dutch eventually ran away from home. He had a lust for freedom and an independent life, which caused him to plunge into crime. Around 1874, on the road to Chicago, Dutch met a man who was sitting at a campfire alone. Dutch attempted to rob this man. However, to Dutch's surprise, the man had equally attempted to con and rob Dutch. This con artist was Hosea Matthews. Recognizing each other's robbery skills, the two laughed at the incident and decided to partner up and face whatever the future had in store for them. This was the beginning of the van der Linde Gang. However, the Old Guard is still missing one last member.
It's one of nature's mysteries!
Arthur Morgan. In 1877, Hosea and Dutch ran into an 11-year-old street orphan who couldn't read or write very well. The two decided to take the orphan under their wing, turning this orphan into their first protege. This orphan was Arthur Morgan. Arthur eventually came to share Dutch's vision of a life lived without the rule of law and any constraints, making Arthur part of the Old Guard.
Real fine, kid.
But wait, there's one more person who should be considered part of this OG crew who shaped the future of the van der Linde Gang.
I never liked you.
Around the same time that Hosea and Dutch had found Arthur, Dutch became romantically involved with a woman.
Then he killed a woman I loved dear.
No, it's not Annabelle. Dutch became romantically involved with Miss Susan Grimshaw. During this time, Susan had also helped instill values into Arthur as he was still very young. Dutch and Susan eventually ended things romantically, but she was still respected and contributed significantly to the gang. Thus stayed and became a member of the van der Linde Gang and of the Old Guard. These individuals made up the Old Guard and formed the beginning of the van der Linde Gang, shaping its core identity and values. They were instrumental in the gang's early successes and struggles. And even though they played a major role in the Red Dead Redemption 2 story we get to experience, every member of the gang adds something unique to the gang. Except this person.
There'll be a party.
Probably.
Probably.